Hello everyone and welcome to today's online class for class 11. When someone asks you about yourself, the first thing that you provide from which country you are from, and then you provide which city you are from within that country, and you also can provide your family background, about your education and your work yourself. So when you are providing these bits of information, you are actually providing your properties of yourself. This is the same logic behind the quantum number that the scientist has that the scientist has forwarded. Now, what is the concept behind this quantum number is that when an electron is constructing an atom, what are the characteristics or what are the properties of that electron in that atomic structure? 4 number has been assigned to it. These 4 sets of number provide the information about the electron in that particular atomic structure. That's why in multi-electron system, each electron can be represented or can be identified with their individual provided quantum numbers. All electron in the respective atomic structure has their unique quantum number values. Now here is the point that needs to be noted, that these are only numbers assigned to them. Depending on the information that this number is provided, there are 4 different quantum numbers. Like if you're providing your address, if you provide it from which country you're from, you are not going to say that you're from Kolkata, because Kolkata is not the country. You need to provide the country name. The similar manner, the information that is needed to provide to identify an electron, depending on the what information that you are providing, there are 4 information that is needed. Therefore 4 quantum numbers been assigned to that 4 different information. The first quantum number is that principal quantum number, second is azimuthal quantum number, third is magnetic quantum number, and the fourth one is the spin quantum number. Principal quantum number is designated as small n, azimuthal quantum number is designated as small n, magnetic quantum number is designated as small m. Even sometimes it is also designated as small m in small ml. Spin quantum number widely is designated as small s, sometimes ms. Now these are the 4 quantum numbers. Mind it, they are only numbers that are assigned to a particular electron in an atom to represent the property, to identify the electron in that particular atomic structure. So these are only numbers. Why there are 4? Because the information that is needed to provide to identify the electron, there are 4 sets of main information that is needed. That's why each sets of information is assigned with each quantum number. So these all quantum numbers actually represents or identify electrons in the atomic structure, each of them providing a vital information regarding that electron. Bohr suggested in his atomic model that electron is permitted to revolve in a certain fixed energy levels. These fixed certain permitted energy levels they later on termed as the principal energy level or orbit or shells, or principal, and they then assigned with the principal quantum numbers. The origin of the principal quantum number is from the Bohr's atomic model and the Bohr's modification. It is designated as the small n. Depending on the distance of the energy level, principal energy level from the nucleus, the principal quantum numbers that they are assigned with is 1, 2, 3 and so on. The main information that we get from this principal quantum number is that if the value of principal quantum number small n is higher, in that case you can say that the electron reside in that particular energy level is more far apart from each other. Far apart from the nucleus. That is, with the higher the value of n, greater will be the distance from the permitted energy level from the nucleus. The second information that we get is that higher is the value of the principal quantum number n, greater is the energy level, energy of the energy level. That is, if the electron revolving in a permitted energy level, say the principal quantum number for it is third, that is 3, then you can say that the electron is revolving in the third energy level, that is far apart from each, more away from the nucleus compared to the second and first energy level, but closer to nucleus compared to the fourth, fifth and so on higher energy levels. And also you can assume that the energy energy of the electron which is revolving in this third energy level is higher compared to the energy of the electron that is revolving in the second or the first energy level, or the lower the electron revolving in this third energy level have lower in energy compared to the energy revolving in the fourth, fifth and so on higher energy level. That is, higher the value of the principal quantum number n, higher is the energy of that electron revolving in that energy level. What is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated by each energy level? It has a fixed value. Like each energy level can accommodate maximum 2n square numbers of electrons in any principal quantum number. Now, like if n equals to 1, that is in the first energy level, in that case the number of electrons that can be accommodated is 2. If n equals to 2, in that case the number of electrons that can be accommodated is 8, and so on. If n equals to 4, in that case the number of electrons that can be accommodated is 32. Similar way, if n equals to 5, in that case the number of electrons that should be accommodated is 50. But it has been found that till first energy level to till fourth energy level, these 2 to the power square, this formula is valid. But after this, the number of electrons that can be accommodated exceeds 32 numbers of electrons, and it is found that in nature any energy level that can accommodate maximum 32 numbers of electron, not more than that. That's why even according to the this formula to 2n square, the fifth energy level should contain 52 numbers of electron, but it actually contains 32 maximum it can contain 32 numbers of electron. Not only that, there is a fewer more deviation or exceptions in this 2n square formula. The next one is that the outermost shell for any element can maximum occupy 8 electrons. The penultimate shells are the inner shell just before the outermost shell. The outermost shell is the last shell in any atomic structure, and penultimate shell is the shell just before the last shell. There is another exception that the penultimate shell can maximum occupy 18 electrons. Even if a penultimate shell in any element may contain 32 electrons, but as it is a penultimate shell, it is always going to contain only 18 maximum electron. It cannot exceed more than that. Not only that, supposedly in a particular element, the outermost filling of electron in the outermost shell has begun before the complete filling of the inner shell. In that case, the outermost shell can occupy only maximum 2 electron, not more than that. These are the few exceptions that can be observed for this maximum number of electron occupied by a quantum energy level, that is 2n square rule. Otherwise, it is valid till the point first energy level to fourth energy level with some minor deviation.